So hello guys, welcome back to Math Station and लोग थे सेकंड लेक्चर पे म्यूचुअल फंड्स के. Okay, so as I told you that I am creating a playlist for first year BCom mathematics and statistics. Syllabus is based on the Mumbai University. So let's start. So this was the problem for the second lecture. So problem क्या है? If an HDFC fund net asset value, if an HDFC fund net asset value was 58 rupees at the beginning of the year and 70 rupees at the end of the year. So find absolute change in net asset value and percentage change. Okay. So at the beginning 58 rupees and at the end 70. So what is absolute change? So we have the formula absolute change in net asset value is equal to net asset value at the end of year minus net asset value at beginning. Okay. So what is the net asset value at the end of year? 70 rupees minus net asset value at the beginning 58. So what is the absolute change? So it is 12, I think. So 12 rupees. So net asset value change is what? 12 rupees. Fine. 12 not rupees, 12 unit. The rupees also, but it's okay. So this is absolute change. What is percentage change? So we have the formula for percentage change. Percentage change is equal to percentage change in net asset value equal to absolute change divided by net asset value at the beginning of year multiplied by 100. So what was the absolute change? 12. What is the net asset value at the beginning of year? 58 and into 100. So if you calculate this, this will be something 20.68 percentage. Okay. So this is the way to find out absolute change in net asset value and percentage change. Okay. So this is the two formula. Okay. So uh, fine. Next question. If a Reliance Mutual Fund had a net asset value, if a Reliance Mutual Fund had a net asset value of 60 rupees at the beginning of the year, and if percentage increase in net asset value during the year was 15%, find absolute change in net asset value. So we have the formula percentage change in net asset value equal to absolute change by net asset value of beginning year multiplied by 100. So we have been given that percentage change is what? 15 is equal to, we have to find out absolute change divided by net asset value at the beginning is what? 60 rupees multiplied by 100. So absolute change will be what? 15 into 60 by 100. So 0, 0, this is 9. 90 and 10 cancel. So 15 into 6, 90, 90 by 10, 9. So absolute change is what? 9 unit. Suppose you want to find out the net asset value at the end of year. So since we have the formula, absolute change is equal to net asset value at the end of year minus net asset value at the beginning. So net asset value at the end of year is what? You have to find out. Absolute change is what? 9 unit. You have to find out net asset value at end of year, and net asset value at the beginning, 60. Therefore, net asset value at the end is what? 69. Okay, fine. Now see the next question. If ABC mutual fund had net asset value of rupees 38 at the beginning of the year, and if percentage increase net asset value during the year was 18%, find the net asset value at the end of year. Question: percentage change net asset value equal to absolute change हो गया. Okay, fine. So percentage change in net asset value is what? Absolute change, which is fine. Absolute change by net asset value at the beginning year multiplied by 100. So percentage change is given 18%. Absolute change, we have to find out. Net asset value at the beginning is what? 38 into 100. So absolute change is what? 18 into 38 divided by 100. So what is 18 into 38? 18 684. 684 by 100 is equal to 6.84. Therefore, net asset value at the end of year is equal to absolute change plus net asset value at beginning. So absolute change is what? 6.84 plus net asset value at the beginning of the year is 38. So this is 44.84. Okay. So this is the way to do the problem. Now what is the next question? A sum of rupees 75,500 was invested in a mutual fund when net asset value of rupees 82. Find the number of unit purchase if the entry load is 1.5%. So you can do this. This is very simple. You have to use the formula number of units is equal to amount invested by purchase cost of 1 unit. Okay? And when you are calculating purchase cost, you have to take into account entry load also. To do that problem as an exercise, so I will do this problem. Fine. Just a minute. Mr. Hiranand invested 20,400 in a mutual fund. So amount invested 20,400 at 10 rupees per unit. So net asset value when purchasing is what? 10 rupees. Okay. After 8 months, he sold all the units. The net asset value of rupees 15. So net asset value while selling was 15 rupees. If entry load is 2% and exit load is 0.5%, find the number of units purchased and amount received after sale. Fine. So entry load is 2% and exit load is 0.5%. So first of all, you have to find out the number of units. So what is the number of units? Number of units is equal to amount invested divided by purchase cost of 1 unit of mutual fund. So to get purchase cost, what is the formula? Purchase cost of 1 unit is equal to net asset value plus entry load. Okay. So net asset value is what? 10 rupees while purchasing. And entry load is what? 2%. 2% of what? Net asset value, which is 10. So this will become 10 plus 2 by 100. So 2% of 10, na? 2% of 10. So into 10 by 100. So 10 plus 20 by 100 is nothing but 10.2. The purchase cost of 1 unit is what? 10.2. So just put this in this formula. The number of units is what? Amount invested by purchase cost of 1 unit. What is the amount invested? 20,400. What is the purchase cost of 1 unit? 10.2. So number of units is what? Number of units is 2000. Okay. Now similarly, since exit load is 0.5% and net asset value while selling is what? 15 rupees. So what you have to find out? Total sell, right? Find the number of units purchased and amount received after sales. So selling price or amount received after selling price of 1 unit equal to what? Net asset value minus exit load. Correct? So net asset value is what? Net asset value while selling 15 rupees minus exit load is 0.5%. 0.5% of net asset values, that is 15 rupees. So 15 minus 0.5 by 100 of 15. So this is 15 minus 7.5 by 100. So this is 15 minus 0.075. Am I right? Correct. So this will be become 14.925. Fine. So selling price of 1 unit is 14.925. The total number of units is what? 2000. So therefore, amount received will be एक यूनिट पे 14.925 मिल रहा है, तो टोटल 2000 यूनिट्स पे कितना मिलेगा? 2000 इंटू 14.925. So this will be equal to 29850. Okay. And if you want to find out gain, then what you have to do this amount received minus amount invested. So amount invested is 20,400. Amount received is 29,850. You want to find out gain, just do amount received minus amount invested. You will get something nice. Fine. So this will be the last question. Prajakta invested 50,000 rupees in a mutual fund on 30 January 2014. She redeemed all the units on 2nd September 2014. Redeemed means she sell all the units on 2nd September 2014 at 5% rate of return when net asset value was 75 rupees. Find the net asset values on 30 Jan 2014. A minute, वापस हैंग हो गया. 2014. Fine. So, okay, so net asset value on 30 Jan 2014 we have to find out. So this is the formula of rate of return. Rate of return is equal to redemption net asset value minus purchase net asset value by purchase net asset value into 100. So redemption means when you're selling the net asset value, when you're selling the mutual funds. So given rate of return is what, 5% equal to redemption net asset value is what, 75 75 rupees minus purchase net asset value you have to find out. So this will be x divided by x to 100. So we can do this as 5 by 100 equal to 75 by x minus x by x. Okay, you can do this. 100 को उस साइड लेके जाओ. अब ये क्या हो जाएगा, 1/20 which is equal to 75 by x minus 1. X cancel. So this implies uh 75 by x equal to 1/20 plus 1. So 75 by x is equal to 20 plus 1/20 is equal to 21/20. तो यहाँ पे कर रहा हूँ. X इज इक्वल टू क्या हो जाएगा, 75 इंटू 20/21. तो क्या, 55 और 500/7. X is equal to what is 500/7? Of course I don't need calculator, but 500 divided by 7. So X is equal to 71.42. Okay, so this is the net asset value on 30 January 2014. So only one topic is remaining, systematic investment plan. So we will do in the next lecture. Thank you very much. And please, if you like this video, subscribe the YouTube channel, share among your friends.